I'm Danica Patrick, and I'm pretty intense.
How long after you had this unfortunate job that you didn't love of driving trucks and being a bouncer did you break your wrist?
So after that, I played arena football. I broke my wrist in the second game of my rookie season, and then I played 14 more games.
With a broken wrist?
Yeah. So they x-rayed it. The doctor was like, here's the break.
Wow.
And I would go, I think as athletes, we're just kind of stupid. We're like, well, can I play on it, you know?
Well, weakness is not something you're supposed to show.
No.
Physical or mental.
And if I told the coaches, they would cut me, because in arena football, it's very cutthroat. You don't get the whole season. They're bringing guys in every week in training.
Oh, wow.
They're bringing new players in who are fresh every week to practice against you.
Oh,
it
geez.
sucks.
Okay.
And you're already only making a couple $100 a week.
So what I'm getting at is that, interestingly enough, you kind of weren't happy.
What, playing football? Or
Well, I don't know. You were doing a job you didn't like. You were doing a couple jobs you didn't like.
Yeah.
You were playing football, but it was super cutthroat, but it
Painful.
was painful. Okay.
But I had a bigger dream in mind, which is make the NFL.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm willing to stick this out for the bigger dream.
But it had to be done, right? You couldn't play after that?
So I played this season, and then I had to have surgery. I thought it was going to take like 6 weeks. It took 6 months to like get the cast
So that was
off.
over with for football then?
Then it was over. I was in denial for a year, because I was like, no, I'm going to come back. But my arm didn't have any strength for about a year and a half.
Yeah, I would think so.
So then I started I was on my sister's couch, and for a year and a half on my sister's couch, making no money, feeling like a loser, and just depressed. I was like, what am I going to do with my life? My dream is over. What do I do now? And that's when I started seeking out mentors. Actually, my dad got in a really bad accident right then as well, where he was kind of my backup plan. He had a life insurance company. He was like, when you're done living your dream, you can always come work for me. So I kind of had that in mind, like I wasn't going to have to go find something. If I really needed it, he would take care of me. He got in a bad car accident. He was in a coma for 3 months. He's still alive today, but he's never been the same. You don't really have an emotional connection with him. And I was like, wow, my dad's not here to support me. I didn't have a college degree yet because I left early for the NFL combine stuff and trainings. And I really had no skills because I had to cheat all through school. All through elementary school, high school, college, like I cheated my way through.
Okay, so then what?
So I was like, how am I gonna do anything? And who's gonna pay me for anything?
Is this when you came up with the handball vision?
It is. So I was on my sister's couch, 2008 Olympics, China. I just got the cast off maybe like a couple months before. And I'm on her couch watching the Olympics, because for me, the Olympics is always the ultimate goal as an athlete that I've always wanted to do. But I was never playing a sport that was actually in the Olympics, right? I was playing football, and I was playing basketball, but I wasn't good enough to play basketball in the Olympics. And I saw this, and late at night, like 2 or 3 a.m., they were showing like the sports that no one cares about in the USA. And they showed this sport called team handball. And I was like, where has this been my whole life? Like, this is my sport. It was unbelievable. 40 million people play this around the world.
How is it played?
It's like water polo on a basketball court.
Okay.
So as opposed to water, you're dribbling, you're passing the ball, you're shooting it behind a net. There's like a goalie. Imagine like soccer with your hands on a basketball court. Okay. It's super fast. It's extremely physical. And there's a lot of athletic power and speed and accuracy. Yeah. And I was just like, this is my sport. And I just became obsessed. I just had this vision in my mind. I was like, I can make the Olympics through this, because I can make the USA team. I don't even know if the US had a team. I was just like, I'm going to make this team.
If not, I'm moving to France.
Exactly. And I started researching right then, like USA handball teams. There's no professional league in the USA, but there's amateur club teams. And there was a team in New York that was like the 3-time national champions. And I said, I'm gonna move to New York when I make money. I'm gonna go learn the sport. I'm gonna make the USA national team. I'm gonna go play in the Olympics. I'm gonna fulfill my childhood dream. And a year and a half later, I started making enough money where I moved to New York City. I couldn't get a hold of anyone on any of these club teams. No one would respond to me, they emailed, nothing. But they had a website where their practice schedule was in New York. And so I just said, I'm gonna show up and just go there one of these nights. I show up, I'm the only American there. It's all Europeans who played professionally in Europe who've now moved to New York. Because that's where the game is played the most.
Now all of a sudden gonna be harder than you thought.
Exactly. And I said, my name's Lewis Howes. I'm here to make the USA team go to the Olympics. And they just laughed at me. They were all talking like 10 different languages, laughing their ass off at me. And I said, watch me. And they were like, well, this is our last practice of the season.
Oh my
We
God.
just won the national championships a week ago. We're just here to like hang out and kind of connect. Come back in 2 months. I said, all right, tell me when. Show up 2 months later, and I'm practicing twice a week, because they only do 2-week practice a week, twice a week for the next 9 months. I make the USA national team. I play in international competition for the last 7 years. And they just played in the Pan Am Games, but you've got to win the Pan Am Games to go to the Olympics, and that ain't win. So that's the challenge.
Oh my God.
If the Olympics is in the USA, then we'd been an automatic qualifier. But it's not going to be there until 2028, and I'll be 44, something like 43. So we'll see.
Just keep working out, get that diet.
It's been an amazing journey. Like for me, I'm okay if it doesn't actually happen.
Do you still play right now?
I just played 3 weeks ago in Brazil with the team. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm one of the oldest guys on the team at 36. And it's kind of like, everyone's like 22 who plays in sport, 22, 24.
Yeah.
So I was just in Brazil playing against the Brazilian national team, and they're like 10th in the world. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
And it's just, and I'm okay again if I don't achieve the dream now. But for me, it's like.
Why? How did you get to that point?
I wasn't at that point until a couple years ago, where I was just like, it's going to be okay. On any dream I have, I'm now okay if it actually doesn't happen.
Why?
One, because there's only so much I can control. So as long as I know I did everything in my power to do everything I could to make it happen, like the team has to be amazing. There's only one tournament every 4 years you have to win to qualify.
Yeah.
There's things out of my control.
Tough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And, but I am okay with anything in my life knowing that I gave everything to pursue the dream in my power, and I laid it all on the field. Like if I do that and it doesn't work out, then I can rest in peace and be like, you know what, I have no regrets. So that's where I'm at right now. Like any big dream I have, it's okay if I don't achieve it anymore. I want to.